Hi, I'm Ms. Rzucidlo, and I'm the Technology Resource Teacher. I'm going to read Chapter 5, The Hunt for a Rat. "Over there!" yelled a guard. Rzucidlo raced across the floor with the guard's metal boots stomping close behind him. Where to hide? He darted into a pile of pots and pans. There, curved metal edges reflected Rzucidlo's body over and over. Rzucidlo felt as if he were an endless hall of mirrors. In the reflections, Rzucidlo looked huge and grotesque. He felt dizzy, fumbling his way through the many monstrous images when, "Stop that rat!" Andre screamed, racing towards him. A sword whizzed by Rzucidlo's head, its blade missing him by a whisker. Pots and pans tumbled to the floor. Swish, bang, crash! Rzucidlo bounded off the edge of the shelf and into a metal mixing bowl. He slid down its sloped interior and up the other side and hurled through the air again. Oof! Rzucidlo landed on a table near a pile of vegetables. He stopped next to a carrot to catch his breath. Whap! A massive blade came down next to him, chopping the carrot cleanly in half. Rzucidlo clutched his heart in terror and checked to see if he was still in one piece. That could have been me, he thought. Why are they trying to kill me? What have I done? But there was no time for thinking. A blade landed again with a loud chop that sent Rzucidlo scurrying down the center of the table. He leaped from onion to onion, over a hill of potatoes, through a forest of celery. Smack, swoosh, whack! The blade sliced down again. Rzucidlo spotted some sausage links hanging from a rack. He grabbed for one and swung from salami to salami, with the clinking metal of the guards ringing in his ears. "He's going near the soup," they yelled. "There's a rat loose in my kitchen." Rzucidlo was almost out of sausage. He pounced onto a whisk dangling from a hook. Rzucidlo parted the wires and slipped inside, finally safe. He slumped against the whisk's wires and tried to catch his breath, but not a moment later, a large eye appeared beside him. A guard was peering through the wires like a giant looking in a window. "Ugh!" Rzucidlo screamed. "If I can just tell—" The guard grabbed the whisk and wielded it like a mace. Rzucidlo swung upside down as if on one twisted carnival ride, and flew from the whisk. He sailed through the air and landed on the guard's metal boot. The guard impulsively swung at Rzucidlo with his mace, bashing his own foot. "Ow!" he howled, leaping up and down with pain. Rzucidlo raced across the floor. With nowhere left to go, he climbed up a long metal vegetable chute. He scaled it to the kitchen's highest point, where a small window overlooked the port. Outside, something in the distance caught Rzucidlo's attention. Even under the circumstances, he could not help but stop and stare. Far beyond Rzucidlo's reach was the ship. It had weighed anchor and was beginning to sail away, with Despereaux on board. He pressed his paws to the glass. "No!" the rat wanted to cry. "Stop! Please don't go, Despereaux!" Rzucidlo's heart sank. Helpless, he gazed out at his old friend, desperately wishing for him to come back. So lost was the rat in his own thoughts, he had nearly forgotten he was in terrible danger, when suddenly, splat! He was reminded by a large tomato that whooshed past his head and smashed against the window pane. The crushed tomato dripped down the glass, obscuring the view of Despereaux and the ship. Rzucidlo jumped back. He lost his balance and slid down the chute towards the huge cauldron of soup. "No, no, no!" yelled Andre. "Not there!" Without a second to spare, Andre lifted the chute, changing the rat's path. Rzucidlo catapulted across the kitchen. He landed hard on the stone floor and looked up to see 4 of the king's guards. To Rzucidlo, they were giants, with feet as big as houses. They were stepping closer and closer, their sharp swords jabbing and jabbing. Rzucidlo ducked right, then left, then right, as the swords sliced down within the breadth of his body. The blows rained down, one after another. The guards backed Rzucidlo into a gate near the wall, and then there was nowhere to go but down. Swish, smack, Roscoe slipped between the grate bars. He grabbed blindly for one of them and clutched it with his paw. The rat hung on for his life until, smack, Roscoe plummeted. Down, down, down.